So it's happened. It has happened. There's a guilty verdict on Tory Lanez, who's Canadian, interesting, might be deported and maybe getting some time. So come to find out he did shoot Megan the Stallion. So I think this is a win for Megan. This is a win for Texas. I guess I'm gonna say it's a win for women as well. People didn't believe this gal, and I'm glad that the truth did come out. I think that it's atrocious. I think it's ridiculous that this dude would shoot this girl. Ridiculous. She could not be walking anymore. It could affect her entire career. You could kill somebody from shooting. Why would you shoot this beautiful woman? Here's the official story. According to the LADA, the jury today found rapper and singer Tory Lanez guilty of 3 charges related to the July 2020. It's been that long. It doesn't seem like it's been that long ago. 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion in the Hollywood Hills. According to the prosecution, Tory entered a not guilty plea to charges of assault with a semi-automatic weapon. Wow. Transportation of a loaded and unregistered firearm and discharge of a firearm with gross negligence. And it's not even a legal firearm, really. He was found guilty on all three charges. After an argument, Megan got out of the car. They were riding in, and she claimed that he shot her in her footsies. Almost like that whole scene from Harlem Nights. Y'all remember that? Eddie Murphy shot, I forgot her name. What's the lady name? I forgot. She said, "Oh, you want to shoot me in my pinky toe? Here it is. Go ahead." And he said, "I'll do it." He shot in the toe. And she said, "Oh." That's what it reminds me of, this whole situation. Getting shot in the foot, in the pinky toe, or the foot overall. According to Megan's testimony at the trial, Kelsey Harris, her former friend and assistant, and Lanez were tense with one another in the car. According to the artist's testimony, Lanez wanted her to tell Harris the truth about their intimate relationship. According to Billboard, Megan felt awkward doing so because she was aware that Harris had a crush on the Canadian rapper and on Tory as well. So they both liking the same dude. So Megan knew that Harris had a crush on Tory. Interesting. Megan said that she exited the car when Lanez shot her. "I started walking away and I hear Tory yell, 'Dance, bitch.'" She tearfully testified. She said, "I froze. I felt shock. I felt hurt. I looked down at my foot and I see all this blood." Megan showed incredible courage and vulnerability during her testimony, according to the DA, despite repeated and grotesque attacks. Wow. You faced unjust and despicable scrutiny that no woman should ever face, and you have been an inspiration to the LA County and the nation, according to this, is what the guy said in reference to Megan. Women, especially Black women, are afraid to report crimes of assault and sexual violence because they're too often not believed, just like in this situation. See, this trial for the second time this month highlighted the numerous ways that our society must do better for women. This is what the guy continued to say. Gascon added, referring to the Harvey Weinstein situation. In that case, Harvey was found guilty. That's weird. I thought that was already done. I thought he was already in prison and that whole thing, he was already guilty. So he just got found guilty of 3 out of 7 charges on Monday. That's crazy. It sure took a long time. Why it take so long? He also thanked the jurors for their time and thoughtful deliberation. Now, during this 9-day trial, Lanez did not take the witness stand to defend himself. And when lawyers tell you not to take the stand, they think you're going to incriminate yourself, screw yourself up. In my opinion, that means you're guilty. That's just me. I'm no lawyer. I didn't go to law school. I did watch a lot of Matlock with my granny and watched a whole lot of The Practice and things like that. And how do you get with murder? But I'm no lawyer. But I feel like your lawyer is totally against you, get up on that stand, you probably guilty. You just keep your mouth shut. The jury, which was made up of 5 men and 7 women, started deliberating on Thursday. On Friday afternoon, the decision was made. After the verdict was announced, Lanez was led from the courtroom by bailiffs while being restrained. He could receive a sentence up to 22 years in prison and be deported back to MF in Canada. All these Canadians coming over here, getting our monies, our fans, our resources. Get him on back to Canada. Yes, go. Get out of here. Dusty. I, for one, am glad about this verdict. I, for one, am in support of the movement for women, particularly Black women, to be heard more in regard to their assertions of abuse or assault. And I'm glad that she was, in the end of the day, heard. While even though she was not heard initially about this whole situation, I think that gal Kelsey was her name. Her ass needs to go to jail too. Didn't she lie? Didn't she perjure herself? All of a sudden, she ain't got nothing to say. She probably should be going to jail too. Clink, clink. Anyway, that's the story. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this. Do you agree with the verdict of guilty, or do you think that he was innocent in this instance? And if you do say he was innocent, I want to know why. Give me your facts. Give me your opinions. Give me your thoughts as to how you feel like he would be innocent in this entire situation. How possibly? I think I knew from the very beginning. I mean, I had no doubt in my mind that this was a guilty thing. He was guilty in this situation. But anyway, justice prevailed. Another win. Like, subscribe. I'm Lamb. This is Lamb Levity on the TFG Network. Until next time, peace out.